Now, O'Neill. Assalamu alaikum, family. Okay, so today I'm gonna multitask a little bit because I am cooking in the kitchen. So before I start on today's podcast, let's just talk. Can you guys hear me though? How are you guys doing? This right here is my Bombi. Let me show you guys my Bombi. This is my Bombi, and he's grown so much. I love him so much. But um, yeah, I'm making dinner. But in the meanwhile, tell me where you're tuning in from. Maybe make sure that you guys can actually hear me. Um, yep, you hear me. Okay, so I'm making dinner. Um, so that's why I'm kind of like a little bit all over the place, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm making air fried jerk chicken. Mm, 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 mm. I love me some jerk chicken. Love it so much. So I'm gonna try a new setting today because there's like a crispy um, setting. So I'm gonna try that. I'm trying to see what would be the closest to jerk on this setting. I was gonna put bake, but I'm gonna try something new. So that's why I'm doing this. But how are you guys doing today? How was your day? Today was a special day because it's Monday. And so, not sure if you guys fasted or not, but I hope you guys did. If you didn't, there's always next Monday and Thursday. Hope you guys fast on Thursday too. Today was a really good day. MashaAllah. Every day that you're alive is better than being dead. So it's a good day, right? That's a bit grim of a way of looking at it, but that's the reality, right? Every day that you're alive, you have another day to praise Allah and ask for Allah's forgiveness. So that means that it's a good day. Or at least that's just my personal opinion, at least. Um, so, yeah, go ahead and start this. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my undivided attention. Um, hmm. I'm gonna put it on 400, and I'm gonna put it for 10 minutes. All right. All right. So, almost forgot my mouse. Bye, Bumby. We'll be right back. Oh, it's dark. I'm gonna turn on the fan. All right. So that gave enough people to join. So, assalamu alaikum, family, my dear brothers, my dear sisters. Welcome to today's live session. And I'm so grateful for you joining me today. And for those that didn't join while I'm live, thanks for clicking on this video and listening in. So, today's topic is about something that touches the very core of our spiritual journey. And it's about understanding the soul and desires in Islam. Um, do want to give you guys the warning that my Arabic is challenge. I'm in the process of learning, inshallah. So I'm probably going to say some words wrong. I am sorry, but that is what Google's for, to correct me. So or if you guys want to put pronunciation in the comments, please feel free to do so. But today's discussion will clarify the difference between the two. how they shape our lives, and practical steps we can take to purify our desires and elevate our soul. So stick around until the end. I'll share some key takeaways to help you implement this knowledge in your daily lives, because what's the point of a video if you can't implement it in your daily life? Am I right? I'm right. So first thing first, what is the soul or the ruh? Ruh? I don't know. But soul. So let's start with a soul. So the divine essence of Allah has been given to every human being. So the rule is the pure and incorruptible. It's what connects us to our creator and gives us life and consciousness. So in 32 verse 9, Allah says, remember you guys, this is a community of knowledge, so I advise you to go and research everything that I'm saying and to go deeper into what I'm saying as well. So anyways, it says, then he fashioned him and breathed into him of his spirit. This highlights the divine origin of the ruh. The soul's purpose is to seek closeness to Allah, and it thrives on spiritual nourishment like prayer, reciting the Quran, dhikr. So unlike the physical bodies, the ruh is eternal. So after our worldly lives end, the ruh continues its journey until it's time to meet with Allah. So the emphasis, um, which emphasis on the importance of nurturing it during our time here on earth, right? It's important. So what are desires or nefs? So the reason, let me go back. So the reason why we're even doing this whole video is because I got a lot of the same questions over and over again, trying to understand what the differences are and what's the importance. So that's what I'm trying to discuss in this video. Forgot to give you guys that, I guess, little summary. But now let's talk about nefs. So our ego, our self, our desires, the nefs encompass like our emotions, our temptation, the base of like inclinations. It's like a part of our human experience, and it serves as a test from Allah. So there's 3 levels of nafs in Islam. Can you guys guess what they are? If you can guess what they are, and if you're not watching this live, then pause the video and put it in the comments. I would love to see if you guess it right. But for those that are here, I'm going to tell you what they are. There's 3 levels. So the first one is, and I'm probably going to say this wrong, so please forgive me. It's nafs al-amra, al-amara, but I'm gonna tell you guys what it is because I can't pronounce it. It's the commanding self that urges us towards sin and disobedience. So that's the first one. We don't like her. And then there's a second one, nefs al lawama. Probably saying that wrong again. But the second one is the self-reproaching soul that feels guilt after wrongdoing and strives to improve. Love her. Then there's the third and last one. It's nefs al mutama inna. Inna. I'm probably saying that wrong. Please forgive me. But the third one is the tranquil soul that is at peace with Allah's guidance. Love her. Okay, we just got a problem with the first one. Let's be for real. She need to cut it. But unlike the ruh or the soul, the nefs is often inclined towards worldly pleasures, is prone to temptations and distractions. But with discipline, which is what that video that everyone was asking questions about, with discipline and purification, it can align with the ruh. So I made a little chart for you guys. So I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see the little chart. It's not like a chart, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. All right. So this is my little chart talking about the key differences between the soul and desires. So yeah. So here are the aspects, right? So the origin of the soul is divine from Allah's breath. The origin of desires is part of human creation tied to free will. And then the nature of the soul is pure and inclined towards Allah. Amen. And the nature of the nefs or desires are often inclined towards base desires. Then the role of the soul is the essence of life and spirituality. the essence or the role of desires and nafs is the ego or the self that must be disciplined. And the objective of the soul or the ruh is to seek closeness to Allah and internal success. Or however, for the nafs, the objective is to engage in worldly pleasures and temptations. So when you guys have that feeling where it's like, oh, you're missing out on like life because you see all your peers doing things that are worldly, that's your nafs. That's not your soul. That's an example, right? So the outcome of your soul is eternal and transcendent, where the outcome of your desires or your nafs is temporary and tested in dunya. So I just want to share that little graph with you guys. I hope that helped break it down a little bit on what I was talking about. That's what I was looking at when I was like explaining everything to you guys. But yeah, anyway, so the relationship between the soul and the desires is that the soul and desires are constantly interplay, right? It's like, think of it like a tug of war. Like you're always battling within yourself. Like the raw yearns for Allah and eternal success, while the nafs pulls us towards immediate gratification and worldly distractions. I be want to beat her up. Because the nafs is what puts those thoughts in your head, right? Those temptations. So our spiritual journey is about disciplining the nafs and aligning it with the raw or the soul. This is known as jihad al-nafs, or the struggle of against the self, right? Like the spiritual struggle that we all have and know. And if there's someone out there that says that they don't have it, they lying. They lying because everybody has it. But Allah emphasizes on in a surah, I think it's 91 verse 9 to 10, and it says, he has succeeded who purifies it, and he has failed who installs it with corruption. So basically it's talking about whoever purifies their nafs, they've succeeded, versus whoever installs corruptions or feed it what it wants, you KO'd. You failed. So like I mentioned before, I said I was going to do some like takeaways, right? I'm trying to keep this short because I know that you guys said that you prefer, some people said they prefer videos that are 5 to 15 minutes. So I want to be respectful of that. And I do have longer videos, but I'm trying to be respectful, to be mindful of both. So if you guys want me to go a bit deeper into this, I'm happy to do so. Just say so in the comments and I will, inshallah. So anyways, the practical takeaways that I have for you guys. I have 5 practical takeaways for you guys. I don't know why I put up 10 fingers. 5. So the first one is to do regular salah, prayer, because like it's a direct connection between Allah that nourishes the soul, right? And that is your goal. You want to nourish the soul. And then the second one is Quran recitation. Like let the words of Allah guide and purify your heart. If you're just starting off as a revert, don't feel like you have to be able to recite things right away. You can learn little by little over time, you know what I mean? Or if you can't recite everything, then you can just listen to the Quran recitations. That will help guide you as well. And then the third one is to a lot of self-reflection. Ask yourself, is this decision that I'm making pleasing to Allah, or is it pleasing to my nef? Is it pleasing to my desires? Because everything that we do in life is a decision. That's the power of free will, right? We decide to do what we do when we do. So we have to always ask ourselves, is what we're doing currently the decision that's pleasing to Allah, or is it pleasing to our desires, our nefs? And salam, thanks for coming. So fasting is a powerful way. This is number 4. Fasting is a powerful way to discipline the nafs. So if you want to start small, you could start by doing the sunnah fasting, which is on Monday and Thursdays, as a way to like center yourself throughout the week and remember Allah throughout the week, like purposefully and intentionally, um, by fasting every Mondays and Thursdays, right? And then the fifth one is, and the last one is to seek Allah's forgiveness. Make istighfar a daily habit. Always ask God for forgiveness, because whether it be a thought or a thing that you do, there's nothing, you're not going to lose anything asking forgiveness. You're only going to gain asking forgiveness. So make it a habit to ask for forgiveness. Um, so, yeah, those are the 5 takeaways or the 5 things that you can do to really discipline your nafs. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comment section. I'm always happy to answer. But as we wrap up, remember this: the soul is your compass, always pointing to Allah, subhanallah. And while the nafs is your test, is challenging you to grow. So everything that you go through in life, you have to remember to tap into your soul, not tapping into your nafs. So purifying your desires and aligning them with your soul is a long life journey. It does not happen overnight, babies. It does not happen overnight, babies. If anyone told you that, I'm here to tell you, no. So take small, consistent steps and trust in Allah's mercy. Me personally, what I do is at the end of every prayer, every dua, even like throughout the day, I always say, "Oh Allah, please allow my desires to align with your will, because I know your will is what is meant for me. I know that you know what's best for me." I'm not even saying that how I normally say it, but you get the gist, right? Because if you're constantly praying for Allah to allow your desires to align with His will, that means you're asking Him to allow your nafs to align with your soul, right? And that's a powerful prayer. So that's something that I want you guys to start practicing to do, or to start implementing in your lives. But thank you so much for joining today's live. And if you found this beneficial, please feel free to share it with someone that needs to understand the importance of disciplining their nafs, and who wants to hear that little message of what to pray at the end of their dua to try to ask Allah to help you as well discipline your nafs. And don't forget to subscribe. Drop your reaction or questions in the comments. I love to hear your thoughts on the nafs between the soul and the tug-of-war that we're constantly facing, what challenges you might have, and how you've overcome them, because talking about how you've overcome them can definitely help another brother or sister and allow this family to grow stronger in our faith together. So until next time, may Allah bless you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. And assalamu alaikum. That's all I have for you guys today. Bye.